So this is obviously a different setup. I'm in my living room right now rather than my usual studio because I want to unbox something for you guys. So this is the Xbox Series X that Microsoft sent me, and I figured why not unbox it now. Now, what's interesting is that you'll probably see this video way after I've unboxed this because I'm not allowed to show an unboxing video as of the moment of this recording, but once this video is uploaded, hopefully you guys will enjoy what it's like to unbox this thing. So let's just dive right into it. Okay, so first things first, I've got the Seagate 1TB storage. So this is basically the memory card for Xbox Series X, and it looks something like this. It's pretty small now that I'm looking at it from here, and I dropped it, so there we go. It's no longer usable, but this is about the size you can expect compared to, I guess, I don't know, my head. I don't know if that's a good reference point, but I'll put that aside for a moment. God damn it. There we go. Okay. That's a thick-ass boy. Let's get the box out of here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the packaging of the Xbox Series X. This is what the front looks like. This is the back. This is the side. This is the other side. So let's just open this thing up. Some more tape. And with that, how do I open this? So let's carefully unpack this. So here is the Series X. I don't know what this is. This is just a manual of some sort. Instructions about how to put the battery in the controller and all that. Nothing terribly important. And now, here it is, the device itself. Let's put everything else. Alright, had to move some stuff out of the way. Okay, so this is kind of what the box looks like for those who are curious. This is how it's structured. This is where the Series X sits. And then inside there was also this box that no doubt contains things like the power adapter. Oh, we got HDMI. We've got power adapter. And the controller itself, which I've actually never held. I don't know how different this feels from the regular Xbox One X controller. So here it is. This is the controller, folks. We've got the batteries. So this does not have a rechargeable battery, but I believe there is an attachment for the controller that gives you rechargeable batteries capabilities. But for now, this will have to do. So this goes like so. And this is the controller itself. It feels very similar to the Xbox One controller. So this is Series X. This is One X. But yeah, I'm pressing these buttons to see if I notice much of a difference. They're pretty much identical in terms of feel. There is some texture on the back of the controller that gives it a grippier feel. I feel like you're not going to be missing out on too much if you already have an Xbox One controller. And beyond that, it does have a different analog stick. Huh. Let's see. Okay, that's how that feels. This is Xbox One. This one's a little quieter. This feels a little more tactile, maybe. Yeah, definitely feels more tactile, the D-pad on this thing. So actually, I think I might like the D-pad here better so far, but the proof really will be gameplay. I did get some extra controllers to kind of compare and contrast. So this is what these two look like side by side, for those who are curious about that. This is the Switch Pro controller, which definitely looks more like the Xbox controller than the PlayStation controller, but they also feel different. This is clickier. This is a little mushier, a little just kind of softer touch. And then the triggers, this one's obviously, it's got more of a range to it. This is just the button, whereas this is analog, this is digital. I don't know, yeah, it feels very solid, but it's not mind-blowing. It's just, you know, it's your typical controller. All right, let's put the cables and all that stuff aside. Let's get rid of the foam here. And undress this baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is backwards. This is upside down right now. Gotta put it like that. And then undress it. Take off the crown here. And here it is. For your viewing pleasure. The Xbox Series X. Boom. This is the memory card, and the way that's plugged in is back here. And does it go this way? Or is it this way? It's this way, okay. With a nice little tactile thud. It clicks right in, and this is the top. It's got that green kind of coloring to it. That looks pretty neat, but it's a pretty minimalistic design. There's really not much to it. I can also, if I choose to, set it horizontally, like so. And let's get these controllers out of the way so you guys can see. This is how it looks like when it's on a horizontal axis. And there's a stand right here, which doesn't look like it's removable. It's pretty solid and kind of stuck in there, which is fine. It makes it a lot easier to shift orientations pretty easily without needing an additional accessory. So that's horizontal. And then, of course, this is vertical. And it feels solid in both orientations. For those curious about size difference, how tall the Series X is compared to other consoles, this is the PS3 Slim, this is the PS4 Pro, this is regular PS4, Series X obviously, this right here is the Xbox One X, and then right here we got Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite. So the Series X is really not that much taller from all the consoles that we've seen in the past. What it is certainly a lot wider, but I feel like overall, volumetrically speaking, it'll fit nicely in most shelves, and in terms of what it offers, power-wise, and the ratio of that to its size, it's actually pretty compact overall. And just for the funsies, that's the NES Classic. I don't know why. And then for those curious how the consoles look like stacked on top of each other, right here we got the PlayStation 3. Right here we got the PS4 Pro, which is about that much. And then the PS4, the Xbox One X, and then, yeah, significantly thicker, the Xbox Series X. But what makes up for all that is the fact that the Series X is actually not as deep as all the other consoles. So you can see right here, this is the PS3. It's about this wide, and I mean, the Series X is significantly less wide than all of them. So this is the Xbox One. It goes like all the way up to here. This is the PS4, PS4 Pro. And keep in mind that because the PS4 and PS4 Pro are diagonal, there's all this space to consider as well. So the Series X would actually be closer to here in terms of depth. And same with, I suppose, the One X should also come forward a little bit like so. And then this should come forward a little bit like so. This is about more accurate in terms of depth. You can see all this space right here is the amount of depth that you're saving up on, but with the caveat of the added thickness, which is about yay thick compared to the other consoles. But overall, I feel like they made efficient use of the volume here, and this is a pretty well-designed console. I personally like minimalistic design, so I don't mind this at all, and a very different direction from the more flamboyant and kind of very eye-catching PS5 design. And of course, for those who are wondering about how this compares to the Nintendo Switch, that's about the depth of the Switch. I don't know if you want to see it this way as well for size comparison. And then this is, of course, the Switch Lite, which is significantly smaller. And yeah, it's about 3/4 of a Switch in terms of how wide it is. This is the length of the Switch, and this is the width of the Series X. And of course, NES Classic, you gotta compare it to the NES Classic. Let's actually make this face forward like so. You can see right there just how much bigger it is compared to the NES Classic. Utter failure of design. Oh, and for those who are curious about ports, right in front here, we've got a USB port. And then looking at the back, you've got the memory card slot. We've got 2 USB ports, and then a LAN port alongside HDMI and the power port. That's pretty much it. And then in front, of course, you've got the disk drive for those who got the Series X instead of the Series S, for those who still enjoy physical games. One last thing I want to address is weight. It feels about the same in terms of weight. It doesn't feel too different from any of these consoles. Weight-wise, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's not, significantly heavy or anything. It is about the same. Okay, this guy's a little bit lighter for sure, but like compared to the One X, for example, it's about the same weight, even though it's, I think, volumetrically, maybe there's more going on here. There's more volume inside. But at the same time, I don't know. They kept the components light enough where it's not a huge difference between these two. Yeah, they're about the same. And then compared to the PS4 Pro, I do feel like this is heavier than the PS4 Pro. But again, the difference isn't so substantial that it's going to make a huge difference. So with all that, that's my unboxing of the Series X. Thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm going to be doing extensive coverage about the console, and I hope you look forward to that. In the meantime, if you have any questions about the box itself, let me know in the comments below, but it's pretty self-explanatory. There's really not too much going on. Again, very minimalistic design. So that's my take. Look forward to more coverage. With that, I will see you guys next time. Young out.